Lots of really positive things that came out of that game tonight. First of all, I thought our crowd, our fans were unbelievable. I think a lot of that was in part to probably Stailee's family. So shout out to the Herds and everyone who came. But no, it was just a really great thing to look out there on a Thursday night and see so many people in the stands. No doubt they helped us in really big moments tonight. So I appreciate them. I appreciate just our crew here at Oklahoma State. I thought that our in-7 game was really well done with the details and everything that went into that, so I appreciate them. But as far as the game, it was a really good game for us. We needed a game like tonight where things were close and we had to make adjustments, and I thought that Oral Roberts did a really good job throughout the game of making us a little bit uncomfortable and putting us in tough spots where we had to learn about ourselves and grow. But ultimately, really proud of the way that we finished the game. And, Oral Roberts, I mean, that's a really good team. I hope that people understand that. They're a team that won 20-plus games last season. They were picked second in a really, really great conference. I used to be in that conference, so I know how tough it is. I have a lot of respect for them, and I think they're going to have a really good season. So tonight was it was a really good win for us.
And Coach, you were talking about ORU and kind of how great they were on their end of things, but defensively they kind of put some pressure on you guys, especially when they went into that zone. How is that going to kind of prepare you for that Big 12 player, even upcoming non-conference games? What did you see in that?
Well, tonight was just great because we got to see some press, we got to see some zone. We haven't seen it yet. That's what this time of the year is about, is just getting different looks and figuring out, what we're good at, what our strengths are, and where we need to improve. So I was actually very proud of, the best thing they do, I think, is defensively they turn people over. And we had some silly turnovers and mistakes, but overall I thought we were pretty poised and composed for the most part. So I thought our kids did a good job of adjusting and really attacking their press.
And talking about preparation for a game like this against a coach like that, somebody who's very successful. Again, in the Big 12, you're going up against a multitude of those kinds of coaches. So what does that preparation look like when you're going into these kind of games?
Well, that's what you want at this time of the year. You don't want to get to the Big 12 and be caught off guard or surprised. So, we've got a pretty tough non-conference schedule. I mean, we knew this game was going to be tough for us. We've got another really, really tough one coming up in about a week from now in Fairfield. So, it's great to go against high-level competition early in the season so you can figure out what you're made of. And I really liked what we were made of tonight.
Just obviously, I think, if people look at the two box scores, they're going to see Macy's points and see a huge difference. How much of that is a feature of this team, though, just the depth you'll have, and how much of that is the way they defended her, an off night for her, or just how would you sort of lay that out?
Well, the best thing we've got going for us is our depth. We have felt that from way back in the spring when we assembled this roster. We didn't have anyone picked preseason all Big 12 or any of that, and that's okay because we know what we've got here, and it's a lot of different weapons, and it might not be a superstar dominating every single night, but we've got a lot of different people who can step up on any given night. Tonight, Micah Gray was really, really special for us. She made big time shots, timely shots, and it wasn't Macy's night, and Macy's okay with that. And Micah was okay when it was Macy's night, and that's the really beautiful thing with this group. And it wasn't just Micah tonight. I mean, my goodness, Stailee carried a load. I thought Alexia Smith was really, really great. We had a lot of really good things come out of it, but I think that's the biggest strength of our team is just the depth that we have.
Could you just talk more about Stailee's night?
Yeah. Listen, I knew what was going to come with this game, whether it was a sister-to-sister matchup, an in-state matchup, people who used to be here on our team. I mean, all that history, it's a real thing. And I thought Stailee was the person on the floor who understood that the most. And at the beginning of the game, she set the tone. She kind of said, hey, get on my back. I've got us. when things were crazy. So I thought her leadership, first and foremost, was the most impressive thing tonight. She hasn't even hardly been playing. She was limited in her last game's minutes. So for her to be on the floor for 37 minutes, it just speaks volumes to who she is and what she's about. She's tough. She's a competitor. She, has 19 points, but 6 assists. It's a big time game. And then her rebounding as well. 8 rebounds. That's kind of who Stailee is. She just does a little bit of everything, and she's really a backbone to what we're doing.
Has she also been limited in practice?
She has. Yeah, she has. And we've thankfully gotten her back the last few practices, about the last week. But, leading up to it, she wasn't really able to do a lot, so.
Stailee, can you talk about, I'm sure you play against each other in the backyard or whatever, one-on-one, but what was it like playing Tyler?
Honestly, it was awesome. I never thought I was going to be able to play my sister. I would never play my sister in college. But, growing up, we always play each other, determine who's better or whatnot. But honestly, it was awesome, especially it being the N7 game. And her coming out, showcasing what she does, doing what she does best. I'm going out, just leading my team, I know what I got to do out there. It was just exciting and fun.
Is there any moments where you guys were, guarding each other or going for the same rebound or whatever? What was that like? Do you realize it's her next to you at that point?
Yeah, but I just have to we can't take each other seriously. So I just have to block that out because it's not friendly right now.
Did y'all talk at all out there on the court tonight?
A little bit, but didn't say much. Not really anything.
Was that? I don't know. Was it what you thought it would be like coming into this game?
Yeah, it was a really fun game, and I think my teammates really made it fun too. They also stepped up. They just did what the game plan was: just get stops, sit down, play defense, and push the ball. I know a lot of those girls on that team, and a lot of them are from Oklahoma, so I played against them in high school, and it was just full circle moment. It was fun.
What is just the N7 game in general? What does that mean for you?
Just because I'm so involved in my Native American heritage, it's heartwarming because I don't think any other school represents N7 like we do, and I think that's awesome, and that's really that's heartwarming for me, and I love that because they take it so seriously, and the things they do at halftime for that, and just showing people out there that really don't know much about Native American heritage.
Does it mean more to have a night like this, to get to go to your sisters, all of that a little more special because it was the N7 game?
Yeah, and the way it lined up, it being the N7 game and playing against my sister was wow.
And to both of you, I know, Stailee, I saw you after the game, and Jacie, I know that you have your little girls, and they come out and they support you and all of this, and then I saw that group of girls with you after the game. Kind of how important is that to be inspiring that next generation and constantly putting that in those young girls' minds that they can do it, they can be here, and all those things?
Honestly, coming from a small town, they all, me and my sister growing up there, they look up to us a lot, and they watched us play in high school all the time, and that was high school. That was 6th through 12th grade that came and watched, and having my high school coach there and just watching and bringing all those girls and letting them know that if they work hard, they can make it, and just letting them know, I've helped coach some of those girls with my mom, and just watching them grow up and become better ball players and better people as them is just awesome to watch, and for them to come and watch us me and my sister play against each other was awesome.
I just love our team. I love the role models that they are. Tonight, Stailee we had to drag her out because she was signing a bunch of autographs. It's just so amazing. And that's the cool thing about games like tonight. That's the cool thing about the platform that we have, getting to play, is we get to inspire people and, inspire a new generation, inspire people who maybe have never, I'm sure there were a lot of kids tonight coming to watch Stailee that have never seen a basketball game, let alone, a game of this magnitude or this level. So it's just such a blessing, really, to get to have this type of platform. And I just love our kids and what they're about. I feel so confident to put them in front of little kids and, let them do their thing. So it's really special. And that's something that our program really values in everything that we do. So, tonight was a really special night for a lot of reasons.
And just circling back to Micah, I know tonight was kind of about this N7 and Stailee and her sister and all this stuff, and there's a big narrative there, which is great. But Micah had a good night, and not only that, but she's kind of been averaging a lot of minutes the last 2 games also. Kind of what makes her, what has she done since she's gotten here that's made her worthy of those minutes in your eyes?
Well, Micah was a big-time player coming in. She had a really big role at Seton Hall. I think another narrative tonight was just Oklahoma in-state, right? She said she played against a lot of them growing up. That's kind of what comes with these games, and Micah understood that. So I was really excited. I love our Oklahoma girl. She stepped up and showed out. But I think Micah, she's just consistent. You know what you're going to get from her every day. She's a knockdown shooter. She really hasn't shot as well as we know she's capable of shooting, so it was great for her to make those shots tonight. But we kind of knew what we were getting with Micah, and it's what you saw tonight. So I don't see her going away anytime soon.
What did you learn about your team tonight, if anything?
We made adjustments. I mean, that fourth quarter, I didn't realize till I did the radio, we didn't let them score a field goal the last 8 minutes of the game. That is crazy for any game at any level. So I'm really, really proud of that. I'm proud of just their grit and their resilience. We want to play fast. That's kind of what we hang our hats on. Put up a lot of points, and kind of one of our things is we feel like teams can hang with us for a little while, but four quarters is tough for them because of our depth, because of the way that we're going to continue to come at you with so many pieces. So I think that's what we saw in the fourth quarter tonight, and it was just kind of confirmation and affirmation of who we are. With
Stailee, what does it say about her maturity? Just, on one hand, getting to play your sister, the importance of this game, for some people that might get to them. Certainly didn't seem to tonight, but also just did you expect her to be able to play this many minutes tonight?
Yes. Yes, simple answer. Look at what she did last year. Last year as a freshman, she started every game. She dang near played 40 minutes every game. She played the point guard. She played the post. Last year was really tough on Stailee and I. We both hate to lose. We both love to work. There are a lot of things that, we have alignment with, and I love walking this walk with her. But last year was tough. But all throughout, we kept saying, hey, I kept saying as a coach, this is going to pay off. And you're growing so much more than normal freshmen because of what we're going through. And so I'm just really thankful she stuck with us. I'm thankful that we stuck with her because we're going to continue to see the fruits of that labor. And her leadership is who she was last year, and it's just who she is, period. But it's only going to continue to get better and stronger for her. And I've always told her, I think you can be one of the all-time greats here. And, you look what she did as a freshman, you look tonight, that's just who Stailee Hoyt is.